Reach review time with Imperial. This is the review for season 6, episode 13, the final episodes of Power. Let's get into it. Start the video off. Subscribe to the channel. Definitely like the video from the gate. Let's get into it. So this was a pick me up from last week. Last week was a filler, so this week is following Tommy and see what he was going through that led up to Ghost. So let's start it off the rip. We officially know Ghost is dead. We had a little speculation, maybe not, maybe after this episode he's definitely dead. So it starts off with Proctor's daughter, Anne-Marie, is with her aunt, and we seen the previews last week. Basically, she has the information of that Ghost and Tommy did the killing. So she she was listening to it, and the aunt overheard her. So the aunt overheard her. They're looking for the Uncle Benny. He never came home. So at that moment, they had their one-on-one talk. She gave her aunt a copy of the information of the recording of Tommy and Ghost on the recording. So that starts that ball rolling. Then from there, it shows what Tommy was doing, where he was going to see Ghost. Ghost was at the ceremony of him introduction that he's running in the political race, and the security was there. Tommy left and he ran into the detective. The detective gave him the belongings to Keisha. Well, when he looked at the belongings, it was an earring. An earring he know that was Tasha's. Reason why he know it was Tasha's because it was the same earring that Holly stole from Tasha. So he instantly went to check Tasha. Tasha was home by herself. He approached her like, basically he know, you killed Keisha. Basically, she came clean, said she did it because Keisha pulled a gun out of her. She was going to drop the dime. She showed her the paper that Keisha signed, and she was basically saying, if you kill me, make sure you take care of Yaz and Tariq. And so he was going to kill her, but then, he pretty much let her live. So that's all you pretty much seen with Tasha. Now you get to see where when a few episodes back, when Tariq was with the Italian mob and he was really setting up Ghost and Tommy to get the money, they basically got a hit for Tommy. So they closed Tommy in and tried to get him. Of course, he had a shootout with him, Wild Wild West. He killed all of them, and he pretty much got to see that he said the Italian boss pretty much stated, Tariq set this whole thing up. How you think I found you here? Or whatever. So he really kind of beat him with the gun. So he really didn't pay attention. Well, he could have paid attention. Don't really show whether he paid attention or not. So he met up with Tariq, told Tariq, we got to stop Dre. He trying to set up your father. Pretty much Tariq was like, nah, if Dre want to kill my dad, I'm not going to stand in between that. So Tommy still showed up. Like, nah, I'm going to stop this. So when Tommy seen Dre in a car, remember Dre seen him when it was showing Dre's view, the bus pass, that's when Tommy dipped in the club. When he dipped in the club, Ghost was already shot. So then they had their heartfelt moment, one-on-one. Ghost is really shot. He's dying. And Tommy's hurt. Like, nah, Ghost, you gonna live. But when Tommy looked up, he had the gun pointed at whoever he seen did it. He did see who did it. And you could tell it wasn't a person who that like it was a stranger. is a person he definitely know, because he was holding restraint to shoot him, and Ghost was telling him as his dying breath, basically like, yo, let her. It sounded like he said let her go. It would sound like he was saying let her go, let her go, and then he had the gun pointed, and then he put the gun down. He just kept saying let her go, let her go. That's what it sounded. He was saying let her go, let her go. You know what I'm saying? And so from there, Tommy ran into his mom. This is after the mom got her what she received from Ghost after, from the estate after him dying, and then he left Tommy an envelope. So early in the episode, Tommy was already thinking about going to Cali. Remember when Jason was introduced him to that distro out in Cali? So pretty much that's where Tommy plan was to go. And the little girl Proctor's daughter, Anne Marie, gave him both recordings that she made of him on there. And she pretty much told him she knew when her dad killed her mom, and he was always trying to protect her, and she pretty much could figure out that Tommy did kill her dad. And she showed that she was a really bright little girl, and she just wasn't a little girl just floating off. And so Tommy, pretty much, Spanky got out. He's walking the streets too, so come on. Tommy rolls up on him, and it was funny when he shot Spanky. He shot Spanky in the eye. It was funny, and Spanky just like he shot him in the eye. That was funny, and then he just rolled off. They be killing people in broad daylight too, so they just closing up shop, closing all the holes. Tommy's knocked off the list. Now it's only 2 episodes left, and they pretty much saying it's 4 suspects left. In my opinion, I'm going straight there. I said it last week. It's between Tariq and Tasha, even though it sounded like he said let her go. So right now, I'm definitely leaning towards Tasha, because he altered her whole life and she really kind of had to take it. Him leaving her for Angela, and then telling her he pretty much was going to leave her again with the next for the next woman, and it was all like a smack in the face or whatever. The funny part is, not funny part, when it shows her to go get her whatever from the lawyer from the estate, she showed up like, not a care in the world. Like, oh well, I killed him the night before. And remember, Paz asked her, did you do it, Tasha? Did you do it? And she just had that look, So, it's going to be interesting just to see how it all play out. It said, let her go. So, we leaning towards Tasha. It could still be Ramona, though, because he was like, let her go. But it's going to be some story behind it when we actually see who did it. Because if it is Ramona, you're going to find out why she killed him. And it's going to be something he did. And he probably, whatever he did when him getting killed or shot, he felt remorseful for it. Like, yeah, I did wrong her on that. So, because when Tommy had the gun pointed up, he could have shot, because that person didn't leave or whatever. So the crazy thing, all this is happening. They got a will drawn out. People got whatever off of the will, but it don't show a timeline. Like it's almost like it's a time jump, but it makes it seem like instead of a time jump, this is all happening like next day, because these people getting the state and all that, we never seen no funeral or nothing. So the way they planned it out is if it's like the next day, the lawyer is reaching out to everybody the very next day of him dying. So I think the way how they that's how they showing it, but I really believe we're going to see a funeral in the next 2 episodes or something like that, because it just seemed crazy not to have a funeral or whatever. And so that's pretty much the episode right there. Ghost did leave Tommy. He got his car. Ghost did buy him a brand new that car that he lost. That he always had, that Mustang or whatever. That blue Mustang. He bought him another one just like the one he was always driving in. And you know what I'm saying, that was his brother. At the end of the day, through everything they went through, even though Tommy killed Angela, Ghost still looked at him as his brother through all everything. So, you know what I'm saying, Tommy just gonna have to live with that. Tommy on his way to Cali, so we think that's what he's driving off as. And it showed that they played the music by Warren G and Nate Dogg as he was driving off like he was going to Cali. So that's pretty much the episode right there. Subscribe, like the video, comment. We've been having some great comments and conversations after each episode. Till next time.